When I first moved here, I actually had been living in an apartment in San Antonio. So I came from an environment where I was not allowed to have any pets at all, to 20 acres in the middle of nowhere. And one of the first things I encountered was that I had a mouse problem. Not surprisingly, the mice got into the house all the time, especially my bathroom. And I was really not liking having to catch mice constantly. So the first thing I wanted was a barn cat. I wanted an outdoor cat or multiple cats to keep the mice out. Well, it wasn't long before actually a neighbor lives about 3 miles or 3.5 miles or so from me. And around the time I moved out here, where I was buying the property, a cat showed up at their homestead. Definitely somebody had dumped the cat out here. And please don't go out in the country and dump your pets. A lot of times they get killed, literally. I mean, just don't do it. But a cat showed up and tried to get in the house, and they could tell it was a pet. And they took the cat in. From the county dirt road, you can actually see their house, so the owner probably dumped the cat because they could see a house with vehicles there and everything. But they took the cat in, and then March of 2010, the cat had kittens. So they were raising the kittens, and 3 of them survived to 9 months of age that December. And, well, I really wanted those cats, but I also didn't want to they were an elderly couple, and I actually bought them a bag of cat food because she constantly complained that it was getting expensive feeding all these cats. The mama cat had a big litter, but only 3 survived. They were all outdoors, and the kittens got eaten, or probably. But I started asking around, and I actually was able to get a scholarship at what do you call it? A rescue that took small dogs and cats in. And somebody had donated a huge amount of money to spay female cats that were strays, street cats, and then return them to the neighborhood. Well, through that, even though I'm in a totally different county, I was able to get a scholarship to spay all 4 of these cats, 3 kittens and the mama. So I went and told my neighbors, and that I wanted to take, I was willing to take 3 kittens, but they wanted to keep one of the kittens and the mama cat. And so I wound up with Tiger here and her sister, Little Bit. And I kept them locked up. Actually, I managed to keep them locked in that cabin for a month while they healed from being spayed and also got used to me. I wanted them to think this was heaven on earth and to never want to even try to go back to where they had been born, which through the hills and valleys, the canyons, could be, it's really 2, 3, 4 miles. I mean, they could have done it. So by the time I let these cats loose, I was mama, I was the food fairy. They never, Little Bit wandered a lot, but she always returned home. And back to the dangers of dumping stray cats, a cat with a collar on who was incredibly vicious almost killed Little Bit. Made her go blind. It was a vicious attack. And so, and a few years after the attack, Little Bit had a blood clot and had to be put down, sadly. But I still have Tiger. But these cats were born March 2010. Well, it's now March 2022. Tiger here's 12 years old. And that's really old for an outdoor cat. They usually are killed. In fact, one time a bobcat, well, we're guessing it was a bobcat. We saw a bobcat in the area, but somebody just gouged her back. And all the evidence said it could have very well been a bobcat. She's one lucky cat to still be alive. But this winter, I started noticing Tiger's getting old. And my guess is that she's got some arthritis, old age type arthritis. She's always liked to jump through this cabin window. Now, I did install a cat door, but only the chickens use the cat door, so I blocked it off. Because Tiger, after a little bit was gone, started using this window, and she would just jump from down here up to the window, and that's where I feed her. There's a counter in there. I mean, it's a camper. There's a little kitchenette was in there, and I just fed the cats on the counter. Well, this winter I noticed she waiting for me to open the door where the cat door is and let her in. So I started thinking how I could solve this problem, and I thought about carpeting, but I really don't have any carpeting to make like a cat pole for her to climb up. But then one day this idea came to me, and I wanted to share it in case you've got some outdoor cats that are showing signs of old age, or there's just some issues going on and you want to make life a little easier on them. She has no problem jumping on this platform and getting into that window and then walking right over to where her food is. She still sees me and will go through the cat door, but and I do leave that door open at night just in case she's having a more painful night or something. I don't know, she can't tell me how much pain she's in or what's going on. But this is working. She is going through that window. I've seen her actually jump up there and jump into through the window and walk right over to where her food is and start eating. So I just wanted to share that with you and share. I do have at least one barn cat. I would like to get more, but she does not like any other cats on this property. Every time there's ever been a cat, she chases them off. She hisses. She does not want any other cats. So as long as Tiger lives on this property, she will be my only barn cat. I will never get another barn cat until she finally passes away. But except for probably a little arthritis in the back end is my guess. Age related. She's doing fine. She's eating and everything. So I just wanted to share this idea with you in case you've been trying to figure out how to solve a similar type of problem. And I will say, I already had the cinder blocks. I already had all the wood. This did not even cost me a single penny. So thanks for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful day. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. If you found this video helpful, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. And you have a nice day.